Have you ever eaten something that felt like it was more than just food? Something that carried, I don't know, a story or a feeling of home or even a blessing? Well, today we're going on a little journey to Northeast India. We're going to uncover the story of a really special sweet, the Matabari Peda, and see how this sacred offering is now, believe it or not, traveling all over the globe. And our story doesn't start in some ancient text. Nope. It starts with a modern package making a very, very long trip. Okay, just picture this for a second. A beautiful box, hand-woven from bamboo, shows up at your door in Singapore. And inside, there's a sweet made by hand hundreds and hundreds of miles away in a temple in Tripura. It's amazing, really. Thanks to technology, that huge distance between a devotee and their faith has just vanished. This sacred offering, which is called Prasad, can now be enjoyed right in your own home. Now, what's really cool is the startup that's making this happen. It's a company called Advanced Technologies, and they basically saw this incredible way to connect faith and technology. They just successfully delivered their first international packet of this prasad to Singapore, and they've already sent orders to 12 other states across India, everywhere from Uttar Pradesh all the way to Nagaland. But this was never just about business. The founder, Jayanta Datta, said it was also about sharing a piece of their culture. That beautiful bamboo box isn't just some random packaging. It's a real piece of Tripuri handicraft. It's kind of like a story within a story. But to really understand the value of what's inside that box, we need to go back, way back, to where it all began. So, to understand why this little sweet is so special, we've got to travel back in time, to its source, to a temple known as Matabari. Our journey takes us to the Gomati district in the state of Tripura. The city here, Udaipur, which was actually once the capital of the whole kingdom, is where we find the famous Tripura Sundari Temple. And for millions of people, this isn't just a building, it's a seriously powerful spiritual destination. And we're talking about a temple that has been around for a long time. It was built way back in 1501 by the Maharaja Dhanya Manikya. So for over 500 years, it's been this beacon of faith in the region. So what makes this place so special? Well, it's not just any temple. It's one of the 51 Shakti Pithas, which are some of the absolute holiest sites in Hinduism. The legend goes that when the goddess Sati's body was dismembered, parts of her fell all across the land. And right here, on this very spot, is where the little finger of her left leg is said to have landed. And get this, even the ground itself tells a story. The temple is built on this little hill that's shaped like the hump of a tortoise, or korma. In this tradition, that shape is considered the absolute holiest kind of place you could possibly have for a temple dedicated to Shakti, the divine feminine power. Okay, so we've got this incredibly sacred place. But what about the sacred sweet itself? Let's take a much closer look at the Matabari Peda. What's it all about? Let me try to paint a picture for you. Imagine a small, circular ball of sweetness, kind of flattened a little bit on top. It's this beautiful, creamy white color, and it has a perfectly smooth texture. When you touch it, it's incredibly soft. And the taste? Oh, it's not just sugary sweet. There's this delicate, amazing flavor of cardamom and saffron. And the most important part? Every single one is made completely by hand. The whole process is pure tradition. It starts with something called pindikoa. It's like a really dense, dried milk solid. They heat that up in a huge pan. Then, sugar gets kneaded in, followed by those amazing flavors, cardamom or saffron. Once the whole mixture cools down, it's carefully rolled by hand into these perfect little 25-gram balls. It's a simple, authentic method that's been passed down for generations. But this sweet isn't just a sacred offering. It's actually the lifeblood of the local community. It supports hundreds of families. Think about this. Nearly 500 people are directly involved in the pagoda trade right there around the temple. We're talking everyone from the shop owners who sell it to the workers who help make it. For them, this isn't some side hustle. It's a huge part of the local economy. And you know who the real backbone of this whole operation is? It's the women. Local cooperatives and self-help groups like the Matabari Mahila cluster are the ones who are deeply involved in producing the high-quality milk that you absolutely need to make authentic peda. So you see what's happening here? The peda kind of has this dual identity. It's a sacred object that's offered to the goddess, but it's also a vital economic commodity. And that's exactly why these new digital marketing efforts are so important. They're helping this very traditional economy not just survive, but actually thrive in the modern world. So, to really truly understand the Matabari Peda, we have to grasp one last really profound idea. It's the thing that transforms it from just a simple sweet into a carrier of divine blessings. In the Hindu tradition, there's a really clear difference between kana, which is just regular everyday food for your body, and prasad. Prasad is something totally different. It's food that has first been offered to a god or a goddess. What the devotees actually eat are the blessed leftovers. And this right here is the heart of the whole matter. The prasada is first offered as bhog to the goddess Tripura Sundari. So when a devotee receives it and eats it, it's not just a sweet anymore, it's prasad. It becomes this physical link between the divine and the devotee. It's literally a taste of the goddess's blessing, and that is what makes it so much more than just food. And that brings us to the end of our journey. From a sacred temple in Tripura, all the way to a doorstep in Singapore, the Matabari Peda carries this incredible story of faith, of community, and of culture. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What foods in your own life carry more than just flavor?